This leader is provided to facilitate adjustment of focus. Please be aware there are spoilers contained in this video presentation.
Bonnie, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay, Bonnie? Bonnie, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay, Bonnie?
Bonnie and Clyde was directed by Arthur Penn in 1967. It won Best Supporting Actress and Cinematography. It was nominated for Best Picture, Actor, Actress, 2 Supporting Actors, Directing, Writing, and Costume. And one of the most significant things about it is that it was right on the cusp of them changing from the Hays Code, where you just absolutely couldn't do violence or sex, to the rating system where, you know,
It's like, oh, hey, everybody's crazy now.
Well, and honestly, Bonnie and Clyde exemplified what the rating system was going to become, because it didn't have R before, and then it got R pretty quickly after.
It's funny because now you could show it at noon on a Saturday.
Yeah.
It was fairly tame, but I mean, for the time, it probably was a little more risque with, I don't know, like the gun down at the end. I was like, I remember that from high school, but
Gunning people down in high school, eh?
they just gunned everyone down at the end of it. That's all I remember.
The Bonnie and Clyde car was like, I believe that it's a car museum in Vegas that has it, and it's still got all the holes in it.
Yeah, I think I saw that. I really felt like I have never been a big
Warren Beatty.
Warren Beatty guy, and he did not.
He did not deliver. He did not deliver the goods in this movie.
Yes, indeed. So Faye Dunaway was very good, I thought.
Yeah, she was
probably the best out of all the actors in that movie.
What's it like?
What you mean, prison?
No. Armed robbery.
Gene Hackman is Gene Hackman.
She called him over and she said, son, whatever you do, don't sell that cow.
I would like to put in for best actor in that movie, Gene Wilder.
Gene Wilder ran dude off the screen.
Like, why are you picking on Willy Wonka? And then he's
and
like,
Wilder doing Wilder.
Give my creation life!
For about 3 minutes, and then they're like, okay, and we're done with that.
That reminds me of Obi-Wan Kenobi in another movie.
Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope.
But, you know,
We're not quite there yet.
We're not there yet.
My biggest thing with that movie is, like, I found it hard to get behind any of the characters. Like, all of them were just bad. Like,
why do you care?
The Texas Ranger was, like, such a D-bag. I'm like,
Uncle Jesse?
Was that Uncle Jesse?
That's Uncle Jesse from the Dukes of Hazzard.
Oh, he's still mean.
That's funny.
I mean, the fact that you left that blind chick and he just like got information from her and left her right
and
in
then
the
just abandoned it.
like,
super.
You know, Texas Ranger, you ain't hardly doing your job. You ought to be home protecting the rights of poor folk, not out chasing after us.
They had just developed squibs.
I can imagine that would be one of those, your first time seeing that, it's like, oh my. Kind of like watching another movie that we're about to talk about, where someone has some hearing problems.
Developed some hearing problems.
Yeah, they developed.
Hey, what's going on? You hear that?
the characters weren't developed enough to where they didn't. I mean, for being notorious, but as I said, being notorious like robbers, you didn't see them do any of it.
We robbed banks.
So they're reading like articles like how notorious they were, and it's like they had nothing. Like, I'm like, really? Was that another movie?
It was kind of the jumping off point for like anti-disestablishmentarianism in film. Like, but you know, in today's world, it's so heavy-handed. It's just like, okay, yeah, cops are bad. Like, we've seen that.
I don't even know that it, to me at least, it didn't really feel like Bonnie and Clyde were the good guys anyway. So, you know, the fact that the cop was out there, and maybe he wasn't the greatest guy, but he was still upholding the law, and
Sorta.
Well,
They did murder those guys.
Hey.
Well,
Yeah, they straight up murdered them.
Yeah, but if you make a
murder between friends,
make a little pie and you break some crust or whatever it is.
They didn't actually pay out the bounty that they were supposed to get.
Oh man,
I don't know. It's just wow, 20s. That was a rough time.
So my big thing is that this is an important movie, but if I was gonna make a list of movies that I wanted to see or would watch again, this one wouldn't make the cut.
Yeah, I concur.
It wouldn't even be an afterthought.
Well, it's one of those things where I'm glad that I saw it, kind of, but at the end of the day, yeah, it's no Avatar.
Well, I saw it in high school, and it was the only part I remember him is getting gunned down, and I'm I watched the rest of it.
Remember them going to get fried chicken? I mean,
but that dude also gets shot in the face.
Left, up ahead, cut left!
I remember that. Gene Wilder
and the lady getting shot in the eyes it was a John Woo movie or something. What a non-sympathetic performance that was. By the end, I think I would have shot her in the eyes.
Horrible thing to say.
That is a horrible thing to say, Trent. Damn.
Oh man.
Yeah. Probably, as a group, would not recommend.
And a visible lack of ukuleles in that movie.
Did they have one?
No, they did not.
What movie was I thinking that I just saw that had a ukulele in it?
I don't know, but we'll get to it.
Well, apparently it wasn't that one.
Yeah,
it wasn't that one. 'Cause we were looking.
This is how we tie it all into being on House of Uke channel. Yeah, I'm not a fan of Bonnie and Clyde. Happy that I saw it, but no ukuleles in there, so I give it one ukulele.
I also noticed the lack of ukuleles and was not tremendously impressed, so I also gave it one ukulele.
I noticed a lack of actually bank robbing or robbing in general, which would necessitate them being notorious gangsters and thieves. So I give it one also.
It's over!